Hey.
Oh, hey. How you both doing?
Hey, we're doing great. Sure you heard from your secretary, but I am Greg. This is my son, Zach.
Oh, hello, Zach. Well, I understand you have some films to show me. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right, well, shall we?
Let's get to it. So you can see how obviously talented my son is. Especially with me as his producer on everything.
I can definitely see that.
Now, look, I know he's a little young. Right? But seriously, he's so talented. He's gonna be the next Spielberg.
Yeah. He's got potential for sure. Then again, the same was said by Time Magazine about M. Night Shyamalan.
Who?
It's not important.
Well, I don't think his dedication is anything that you need to be worried about. He knows he's gonna be the best. He's not gonna settle for anything less, right, son?
Yes, Father.
You certainly seem very passionate about your son's dreams.
Yeah, well, I like to think of his dreams as my dreams. Right? Every son needs a loving father.
Yeah, I guess that's true to an extent.
So do you want to hear more about the movie?
Yeah.
All right, so we want to do a horror, right? But we want to be extremely realistic with its portrayal of violence. Lots of blood.
Yeah, I've done a few horror films. They can be pretty fun.
All right, so we're going to pull out all of the stops on this one. It's going to be amazing.
I was thinking of using actual film to give it that retro, grainy kind of look.
Yes! Yes, see? That is why I love you, son. That right there. You have amazing ideas.
So, do you have a script?
Yeah.
Is there like maybe a certain theme that you're trying to go for with it?
Well, yeah, but not only am I the producer, but I'm also the writer on this one. I am a wearer of many hats.
Okay, that's great. Do you have an actual script though?
Yeah, I wrote the whole thing myself.
All right, just completely normie then.
And when I wrote it, I knew that my son had to direct it, right, son?
Yes, Father.
This is kind of getting a little weird.
So basically, it's about the plight of an artist and how the effects of external forces can impact their art.
Yeah, it sounds interesting enough. What's the story?
Basically, it's about a man who's young and he's pursuing his dreams of becoming a professional filmmaker. He's writing, he's directing, he's producing everything.
Pursuing his big dream.
Exactly. And everything's going good. His life is going good. Until he accidentally gets his wife pregnant. And she wants to keep the kid, even though he said he never wanted kids.
I mean, that doesn't sound too much like a horror.
Oh, trust me, it becomes one. This man has to stop chasing his dream of becoming a filmmaker in order to get a real job to provide for his family.
I mean, I think that sounds pretty reasonable.
Well, the resentment builds. Okay? His relationship with his wife starts to break down. Okay, and he reaches a breaking point. He can't stand nor even imagine a life in which he is not thought of as the greatest filmmaker of all time.
Okay, and then what happens next?
So he takes his wife and his kid up to a cabin in the mountains and brutally tortures them and murders them for all of the suffering that they caused him by not allowing him to pursue his artistic dreams.
Right.
The last scene, the father is killing his son. And he's screaming, "You will never be good enough. You're horrible. You ruined my life." That's pretty good, right? Yeah?
Yeah, that sure is something.
Zach loves the story, right, son?
Yes, Father.
So what do you think? I think with the funding that you could provide, we could enter this into a lot of festivals, make a good run, and be able to do everything that that my son wants to do for this film.
Do you have a location picked out yet?
Oh, yeah. Nice cabin out in the mountains, away from the public, any distractions from filming and such.
Okay, so, just to clarify, you want me to invest money in a film that you're writing and producing and your son's directing, where the story is about a father who kills his son for getting in the way of his artistic dreams. And you want me to help you produce it in a remote cabin in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, this is undoubtedly one of the most uncomfortable pitch interviews I've ever been a part of. And I used to work for Harvey Weinstein. You're constantly being forceful on your son. I mean, to be honest, it's given off Nepo baby serial killer vibes. And through your story, you're essentially saying that you want to murder him.
So is that a no?
Far from it. Marketing this is going to be an absolute home run. All right. All right. Yeah, Sheila? Yeah, can you bring in the contracts and the checkbook? Yeah. Yeah, right now. Yeah, let's do this. Thank you. Whew. All right.